Karen Demery. I want to talk about integrity. You know, what you do when no one else is watching. It's easy to have a high level of integrity when the cameras are rolling, the lights are on, everybody's watching you. For me, integrity becomes a big thing when the cameras have stopped rolling, the lights are off, the doors are closed, and you think that no one else is watching you. Here's what I know. Someone is always watching you. You may think that you're doing things in secret. Never ever turns out that way, because somebody always finds out. And so it's really about having a look at if, say, your 10-year-old child, niece, nephew, grandchild was watching you, would you be happy with what it is that they're seeing you do when you're doing what you do, when you think that nobody's watching? Because like I said, it's easy to have integrity when people are watching you because our standards get really high. When we think nobody's watching us, that's usually when it comes into question a lot of times. So if you had to do what it is that you were doing with your 10-year-old watching, would you be happy? And if you are, awesome. If not, opportunity to question why am I doing that, what's going on. The other great way that you can test your integrity is, would you be happy if either your grandmother saw what you were doing or you had to tell your grandmother what you were doing? My nan used to get together with her friends each week, and they would do what grandmothers do. And because it was such a small town, everybody knew everybody, and everybody knew what everybody was doing. Thus the whole, someone's always watching. And Nan used to always say, Carrie, because she'd call me Carrie, Carrie, I don't care what you do, but I don't want to find out what you've done. Coming from the girls, I want you to tell me yourself. So the thought of having to tell my Nan, if I was doing something that was a little bit questionable, yeah, no, just no. So I made sure that whatever I was doing, Nan's words would always be in the back of my head going, would you be able to tell me? And I'd go, yeah, look, I can't do this because if I can't tell my Nan, then, you know, I don't want to do it. And it's really funny because when we grow up, a lot of times we still don't think about the stories and what keeps us, I guess, in line. And a lot of times we let integrity slide because we think that nobody's watching. And it's the little things, you know, when you stay in a motel and you take a towel because you think they have lots of towels. One towel's not going to make any difference, and I don't have any towels, and I love the big towels, so I'll just take this one. They won't care. Really? Would you take the towel if somebody was watching? When you go to the shop and somebody gives you change and it's incorrect and they've given you more money than you had given them, do you say, look, you give me the wrong change here, I didn't give you a 50, I gave you a 20, and here, take this back? A lot of times we go, bonus, extra money. It's about integrity. It's about what you do when nobody's watching. So I guess it's just an opportunity to question and to ask. I'm all about the questions because when we're in the question, then we can have a look at why we do what we do. And like I said, for this week, it's really been about integrity and figuring out why we do what we do and why we do it when we think nobody's watching as opposed to what we do when somebody's watching. And so that was really important. Set a standard for yourself. You know, have a look at what your standard is when people are watching and when they're not. Because somebody's always watching you. Somebody will always see what it is that you're doing. And if you're happy with being something when everybody's watching and then something else when they're not, that's your call. It's your life. You get to design it the way you want. For me, it's all about being congruent in who I am and what I do when the lights are off and on, and when the cameras are watching and they're not, and being able to say to my Nan, this is what I do, this is what I done, this is how it was, and her not going grey or hair falling out, you know, that sort of thing. Because integrity is a big thing. It's about standard that we set, and it's what we do for our kids. You know, they get to see our level of integrity as well. just something I wanted to share with you for this week because it's come up quite a bit for me this week, and like I've said before, if something comes up for me, it's an opportunity to share it because it may help you to think about something. It may tweak something for you. So I hope that you found this helpful. Please feel free to leave me a comment. Love to talk to people. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.